First question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Evan, just what's this experience been like coming over to the Dodgers, and have they talked to you kind of just about what they envision for you?
It's just been, one heck of a ride already. Just one day in and, a bunch of new faces, new names, but everyone's making it real comfortable for me. It's an easy transition. And at the end of the day, it's still baseball. So, once I have the ball in my hand and the game's getting going, everything's pretty normal and all the guys are really great. So it's really easy to settle in.
Have they talked to you yet about just kind of whether it's something with your pitch mix or, usage or anything like that about, what they kind of envision for you with the team?
Yesterday I had a talk with Mark Pryor about, what I do as a pitcher and, what I like to do. And I think we're kind of learning from each other right now. And so I think over the next few days, we'll talk more about, what these are, what you want to see.
Thank you.
Sure.
Next question's from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Hey, Evan, not sure if you just mentioned this, but what is it like? What has it been like for you just these last few days getting to know the guys in the clubhouse?
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a little starstruck by some of these guys still. It's much different than anything I've seen so far in a big league clubhouse. Just, looking around the locker room and seeing some of the names on the wall and watching the guys filter in and out of the clubhouse. I was actually telling my wife yesterday, it's really cool to just get to know the guys as, get to know their personalities and learn about them as humans because I see them on TV all the time. So it's been really cool to just kind of see how they interact with each other and, have conversations with them.
And from some of those conversations, has there been anything that you've really kind of picked up and that stuck with you that you look forward to kind of implementing into your game?
At this point, since it's only been one day, just the way everyone carries themselves and the professionalism they carry with them is something I try to, model myself after. Just their day-to-day business. You can still have some fun from time to time, but when it's time to work and time to get better, I think they all take it very seriously.
And what has been communicated as to what your role will be?
I haven't really talked to Dave Roberts or Mark about that quite yet. I'm ready for anything. So whenever that conversation is had or, if it happens when I come into the game, I'll be ready to go no matter what it is.
Thank you, Evan, and welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Evan, I was just wondering what's the last 2+ weeks been like for you logistically, going, 3 teams in a little over 2 weeks. What has that been like for you? Just how have you handled the moves?
Yeah, well, just over 2 weeks ago, I was released by the Orioles, and that was a bit difficult to handle at the time. But to be picked up by Tampa pretty much right away, it really meant a lot to be with that organization, and then to have an opportunity in the major leagues with them was great. And then to end up here, of all places, 2 of the best organizations in baseball really seeked me out, and that meant a lot to me as a player. So, that in itself gives me enough confidence to go out there and pitch.
But in terms of the logistics of moving, did you have any? Is it difficult to go pack up your stuff, get ready, and go to notice?
Absolutely, yeah. So I had to pack up my apartment in Norfolk, Virginia, at the AAA affiliate for Baltimore, and luckily Durham's a short drive, so I was able to drive to Durham and kind of have all of my things just in my car, and then to get called up from, we were actually in Atlanta playing the Atlanta Braves AAA in Gwinnett, Georgia, so I got called up from there. Again, carried whatever I had in my suitcase up to Boston and then Minnesota, and then once I was on waivers, I was able to travel back to Durham to get my car and everything. That way, again, all my stuff was in one place. And then flying out here out west, I have one suitcase, and hopefully that gets me whatever I need for the rest of the season.
I know it's been a while since 2018, but you were traded at the deadline. Did that experience help in any way over these last couple weeks?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you enter a new locker room, I think you kind of walk on eggshells for a little bit just to make sure you're not overstepping your boundaries. You want to feel everyone out and make sure, you're not doing anything wrong per se. So I've done it a few times. And like I said earlier, it's all baseball too. So once the pitchers are out playing catch and watching each other, learning from each other, and then the game starts, we're all competing together. It's been really easy when it comes to that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Evan. The Dodgers and Rays are known for their pitching, and obviously they believed in you enough to sign you. What did they kind of tell you that they liked from you as far as your stuff goes?
I think they like that I'm on a bit of a hotter streak at the time. I think dating back maybe about a month or so, I've been throwing the ball really well. So I would imagine that's very appealing to teams. And for me personally as a pitcher, if I throw strikes and put my pitches in the zone and make the hitters do something with it, I feel 100% confident that I can get guys out.
It's kind of a small sample size, but your velocity and your fastball was up really on all your pitches in your one outing with Tampa. Is there anything kind of to that? Is it just the off-season training? Do you feel pretty good with that?
Normally my velocity builds up as the season goes on, but I feel really comfortable with where I'm at right now. And then just really refining some of the mechanical things. When I was in Durham with the Durham pitching coach, he helped me kind of just get more into my legs and use my body more efficiently. That way, honestly, to be more consistent. And then, velocity jumping up was also a perk of that.
Thanks, Evan.
Thanks, Evan. Thanks, everyone.